What's up, bro? With the
What's
LA
good, man? Let's go. Come on, LA LeBron.
Yeah, exactly. LA Bron.
LA Bron. Dude,
That's
in LA, when that stuff was going on, there were like billboards everywhere. Like LA Bron when we were trying to get him. LA Bron, LA Bron.
you got to.
We got him though.
I mean, that's really honestly the only reason I had you on is just to talk about the transition of
No, totally. Yeah.
Bron, post
To post Bron. Yeah. When we thought Lonzo was gonna be maybe our savior for a little, what that did to us.
Can we talk about that? Are you a Lonzo fan or are you not?
So, you know what? So I actually was, because Lonzo Ball actually lives like right where I live. And so he would play my high school, and we're about the same age. So like he would play my high school, and me and my buddies would like go to games and watch him like bang out on our high school and score like 90 points on us and just like insane stuff. And then a buddy of mine one time picked me up from college and was like, bro, I got us tickets to a UCLA game. So we went to a UCLA game and we watched Lonzo Ball. It was the one against Oregon where he hits that like massive step back three. Yep. We were there that game. So like I had a spot in my heart for Lonzo. I was like, dude, this kid could be good. And then he just let me down consistently as a Lakers fan. Just it hurt. Yeah. I got a jersey. I got it all. And what am I going to do with a Lonzo Ball jersey now?
Right. I'm going to make a pretty interesting comparison here. So now he's got Zion Williamson. So here's what I'm saying. I think it's anything with like Randy Moss. If you were a quarterback and had Randy Moss, I think you would have good stats.
Totally.
So
totally.
I would say right now, I like Lonzo. I like all three of them. So it's like I'm a fan of them, but I'm like, bro, you got Zion. I could go out there and throw up some lobs.
Just throw lobs all day. Your stats would be insane. You'd have like 85 assists a game. You get No, that's part of it too. The team that he had sucked when he was here in LA, but is what it is, man.
All right. Did he have Bron at any point or no?
No, he didn't. Yeah, he was gone. Yeah. Right. Oh wait, did he? I think he did
for like a year.
Yeah, he did for a year. You're right. He did the last year he was there.
When he got hurt.
I think. He never really actually played much. He was kind of hurt the whole time. And then LeBron was like, "Let's get him out. Let's get him out. We're getting Anthony Davis. Let's get him out."
Yeah, it's like taking too much of my spotlight. I saw LeBron play when he was with the Heat playing against the Timberwolves. And him and D Wade and Chris Bosh just absolutely destroyed the Timberwolves. It wasn't even funny.
Yeah, he's a beast, dude. He's insane.
So tell me a little bit about yourself, who you are, where you live, what do you do?
Man, that's a hard question. I think I'm from LA area, about an hour out of LA. We do a lot of, me and my fiance right now, we're doing a lot of social media content. I host a podcast called the Good Podcast, faith-based podcast. We just try and take on like some relative topics and some stuff that's going on in the world. And we talk about, like how would Jesus look at it? What kind of lens what kind of perspective would he have?
Yeah.
And then also I'm in seminary right now, getting my seminary degree, trying to finish that up and get on to what I feel God has for me, and just honestly, we're doing a lot of social media, like influencing and brand content stuff right now, just to push the bills, do what we got to do. But I think my passion lies a lot with creating content that's accessible and easy for people to reach and see God and meet Jesus. And I feel like I really want to create content that like would reach people that wouldn't traditionally ever walk into a church.
Yeah.
And so I just want to have a voice and be the platform that allows people to feel like, you know what, I've never been open to this. I've always thought this is lame or scary or weird. But Caden and his podcast and whatever else I can create out there, or whatever encouragement I can post, really changed my perspective, really helped me see that this might be something I need. And then it eventually changes their life. So
that's so cool.
I think that's the best way to explain it, man, is just trying to do what I feel like right now I can for the kingdom, and just keep getting people to Jesus. That's all I want.
Yeah, dude, that's so good. I always think that like the statement of like, what did you do with what you had?
Totally.
It's like, I think even like both of us, like we can think about like future things in ministry, or like having even like people thinking that, oh, I want a platform. That's really great.
Yeah.
What you have right now.
Exactly.
And
exactly. You hear it all the time. Everything that you have is all that you need.
Right.
What you have is all that you need. And I feel like there's a lot of people that feel like, you know what, as soon as I get over there and I get to that spot, then I can do what I feel like I'm called to do. Or once I'm done with this, I can do that. And they feel like I have to get to a certain place in my mind and in like social status that says then I can do something. I have to have this size of a platform to make an impact. But really, all you have is all you need. You know, like you can do what you feel God is calling you to do right now, whenever, wherever, how you have it, and really start to make an impact in people's lives wherever you are and whatever you're doing.
So good. Yeah, 100%. So like, obviously we've had more time to isolate and be in our homes in this lovely situation.
Yeah.
So in all of this, obviously, because you're in LA, it's a big city. You guys have obviously been trying to stay at home. What are some things that you specifically have been processing in the times just to kind of like be in your home, have more time, just be by yourself, be with God, whatever that looks like?
Yeah. For me, like I'm just a like typical extrovert. So like the first like few months, the first like few weeks of this were like pretty tough for me. I love to golf. So like not being able to golf and get out was like tough. And not being able to just do what we normally do, you know, create content and go places and go to church was tough. But I had like kind of a revelation like later on in this, and I thought, you know what, like I can sit around and I can watch TV and I can, you know, put on my little like putting mat I bought off Amazon, and I can like, you know, like be on Instagram and TikTok for like 87 hours a day. I can watch all the YouTube videos in the world. And at the end of the day, I'm just going to go through this. But what I really figured out is like, I want to grow through this.
Yeah.
So like, I just really like me and my fiance, Maddie, have really decided like, all right, it's going to be a time of growth. And a lot of growth has happened in our relationship and in us as ourselves. I think we've dived into the word probably more than we ever have, which is good. And it's a good thing to do. It's a good time to do. And honestly, man, like just taking those times to like, just be like, all right, I'm going to spend this amount of time in the word today that I haven't had, you know, in the past is life-changing, dude. I feel like, you know, it's like I've always had a good relationship with Christ. I've always been like on fire for him. But like, you know, you hit like the like, all right, like 3 days in the word, 1 day off, you know, like 2 days, 2 days not, you know, like everybody does that the inconsistency. But like just being in there consistently, I just feel like my relationship with him has just grown like leaps and bounds in this.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
I always think of it in the four-legged stool. Like if I'm ever talking to one of my leaders at our church or anything, talking about like the four-legged stool. So your prayer life, your Bible time, your community, like who you surround yourself with, and your serving. So like
huge.
I'm sitting on a four-legged stool right now. And if I take off one of those, I might be able to sit. But if I only have 2 out of the 4, I won't be able to sit on it.
Yeah, so good.
With our foundations of our faith. So that's really good. I mean, honestly, it's transitioning into the perfect question of like, what does your daily rhythm look like? So like with like content creation, because like I'm in the same boat. Like I own a digital marketing agency, and we have like 29 businesses that we do stuff for.
So sick.
On a daily basis. So it is a lot.
Yeah.
But so I know how that can really stretch your schedule, especially
with
a significant other, which I also have. So it's like, what does that look like for you?
Yeah, we might have to talk. On a side note, we might have to talk about some marketing and stuff for the Good podcast. But okay. Anyway, to answer your question, you know, every day is a little bit different. I think, you know, like when you run your own business and like are doing stuff for yourself and are like self-employed or whatever, like every day is a little bit different. For me, I'm really lucky that Maddie and I, my fiance, we do this together. So we're both doing this. We're both in the same boat. Like we've kind of grouped our businesses together because we know like we're on the road to getting married. Like this is going to be what we're doing for a while. So a typical routine day for me, if I can get it, this is my ideal perfect day. And obviously that's non-existent. It doesn't happen. Things come up, you know, you get the like random like emails, you get the whatever, I still live at home with my parents because, you know, like purity and stuff. But like, so like some days your parents are like, yo, you're gonna help me out or what? And so like you have days that like that messes up the rhythm. But for me, it's really waking up, grabbing some coffee, getting in the word. And I really feel like that has forcing myself to do that because it's easy to like get up, get coffee, sit on my phone, try and wake up, relax. But getting in the word has really changed everything for me. It's changed how I interact with my family. It's changed so much. So it's really waking up, getting coffee, because your boy is donezo without coffee. I'm going to be sipping on it this whole video. But coffee and then answering emails, figuring out what kind of content Maddie and I have to shoot for the day. There's a couple days in the week that we have a YouTube channel, so I'll be editing a couple videos throughout the week. And then right now we're doing a lot of planning for the Good Good podcast because we're in like a soft relaunch right now, rebrand type thing going on. So we're just figuring out what that looks like. So I think that's the best way I can explain my routine because every day is a little bit different.
100%.
But I think the thing that's important about routine is like, what can I do to make sure that I'm getting in the Word, spending time with Jesus, and handling that first? Because I'll tell you something, I'm garbage, bro, if I'm not in my Word. If I'm not spending time with Jesus, I suck. I don't treat my family well. I'm the worst fiance in the world. I don't really have this urgency to talk to people about Jesus. People would DM me and I'm like, I'll get back to them later. I just kind of suck at just a lower level of just not being filled and just not like spending time with the one who directs my passions and my purpose. And so that's really the best I could explain for my routine because every day
sounds exactly like mine. It's like,
I wake up
and I'm like, all right, what do I do today? Like there's no, like obviously in the church side of things, I have a rhythm with like being in the office and all that stuff, which so even like for church, we have meeting Monday, tackle Tuesday, wrap up Wednesday, think about it Thursday, free day Friday, slow down Saturday, slam Sunday.
Let's go.
That's rhythm, bro. That is
oh, for sure.
That is not my creation. That is my pastor's creation.
Let's go.
Because I'm more like slam Monday, slam Tuesday, slam Wednesday. Like
same, dude. I wish I had a day where it's just a meeting Monday, and then we'll tackle it on Tuesday.
We'll go through meetings and that's great on top of a business.
Exactly.
On top of a significant other. And
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. I think rhythm's great. I think it's hard to get everything in rhythm, especially with like you and I's like lifestyle with like content creation, videos, and
totally
and emails and answering direct messages. Like I've been on Instagram like 14 hours a day the past couple months. Like it's
yeah.
But it is like I think it is worth it, and I think you've seen fruit out of it, and I've seen fruit, so it's definitely worth it. So, so here's kind of a generalized question. As a leader, because you are a leader, what do you think is something that the church should be looking at right now in a season of quarantine, COVID-19 situation?
Shoot. I think that this quarantine COVID situation is just a classic move of God being like, all right, here's a situation and I'm going to use it for good for my kingdom. I think that right now more than ever, the church and people in the church and people building the church and orchestrating the church have this amazing opportunity to reach people that would never go to church.
Right.
And I think it's along with my passion with that as well. And I think that right now we're in a digital era and we have these opportunities with technology. And I think if we take advantage of it and we do it right, we can reach a lot of young people and older people that never went to church simply because getting in the car and walking into a church service was intimidating to them.
Yeah.
So now all they have to do is answer the link that you sent them. All they have to do is open the email that got sent to them or click on the Instagram bio on accident, and their world can be changed. And I think that as the church, I think more than ever is a time where it's not just like, all right, we just got to get this on video. We just got to get it out. We just got to, we just got to do the bare minimum. But like, let's be excellent in what we do. Let's push the envelope a little bit. Let's take this to new levels. Let's not just say like, okay, this is the way church goes inside four walls. So on the internet, it has to be the same. Let's figure out new ways, new ideas, new engines to get the word out, like new vehicles. Let's figure this out. Let's do something a little different. And, let's take advantage of what's going on, because just like anything, it's like we can just try to survive through this, or we can really, really like explode out of this and really say like this was a catalyst for a lot of things in our church, in our community, in our lives, and in our neighbors' lives, and watching our friends get saved. And I feel like it's an opportunity for revival right now, dude. And I think if the church takes advantage of it, which so many are, then this can be some incredible stuff. I think people are really receptive right now to the gospel. They're really receptive to hope. They need a lot of hope. And so I think we can be that, and we can offer that, because that's who we are at our core. So taking advantage of those things.
So good. I think, yeah, like I've even noticed that with our services, like online services, we'll see that like people message us like, "Hey, this is church. Like I've never seen this before."
Yeah, dude, let's go. Yeah.
Like we can't wait to come check it out now. Like we didn't know that it was like this.
No, totally. Yeah, just the other day on Easter, I was able to show like my fiance's family a church experience they've never seen before.
Mm-hmm.
So we go to Zoe Church in LA.
Yep.
That's where we go. We love Pastor Chad, but we decided to show them VU Church from Miami on Easter. And I think they were amazed. Like they're like, I didn't know that this was church. You know, I had no idea that this kind of church existed. I didn't know that this could be like, you know, I think they're used to their little Baptist church, you know, which is great in their comfort zone. But we were able to show them something, you know, that like maybe we wouldn't have if they didn't have Easter online, you know, if we didn't have. So
huge.
Yeah, just those opportunities, man, I think are better than ever right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Dude, I love Vu and Zoe. I have a friend, Nico. Do you know who Nico is? Goes to Zoe.
Yeah, dude, I've met Nico like once or twice.
He goes to the Valley location. He's a homie. I went to I went to LA last November for my 21st birthday, and hung out at Zoe pretty much all day. It was super dope experience. But,
sick. Yeah, dude, such a great church.
Love it. Lexi and I will be out there in August. Quick plug. But
let's go,
bro.
We'll get coffee.
We gotta get coffee. Where's your coffee?
Show you the spots. So, like I said earlier, I'm an hour east of LA, so I'm separated from like big city. Man, I don't know, dude. That's hard. I think Blue Bottle is always a good choice, but those are kind of like they like went corporate, right? They got bought by Nestle, so they're kind of popping up everywhere. There's this place called The Butcher and The Butcher's Daughter. Kind of fire. So, yeah, we can take you around, show you around.
100%. I can't think of the ones that
Alfred is also a fantastic coffee shop too on Melrose.
Though, because that's the real question. This is like huge. It's a huge.
Okay. All right. This is very complicated. Your boy used to work at Starbucks. Okay. Back in the day.
Yep.
I got a little bit of a coffee thing. Maddie likes to say I'm a coffee snob.
Same.
And I accept that. You know, it's like I expect a certain level of excellence in my cup. Yep. You know? Just a black cold brew for your boy is honestly like the best.
Yep.
No cream, no sugar. And then also I do love a good like pour over drip coffee.
Yep.
But just black, nothing insane. Every once in a while, like maybe like for like the 5th cup of the day, I'll do like a oat milk vanilla latte or something.
Mm-hmm.
Or like an Americano for some espresso. But I'm pretty simple, dude. I just like black coffee.
Yeah.
Cold brew.
Yeah. So in Omaha, we have the third ranked roaster in the whole country called Archetype. And
what? We're gonna have to come out there and
I live like
test out Archetype.
I live right downtown, and I go there like obviously all the time, and I'll just get their drip coffee in a cappuccino mug, because they like explain that like it's more of a ring like outside, so it just tastes better, and it generally does. So, dude, it's so good. I'm a big fan of Ethiopia natural, bro.
Oh, let's go. Ethiopian, let's go. Yo, actually the other day, have you heard of La Colomba? I'm saying it like a super white dude, obviously, and like have no like, you know, Latin flair at all to me, but they're a coffee company. They do a lot of like brews and stuff, but they also have like these pre-made like espresso like draft lattes and cold brew draft lattes. Yeah, and they have like
I've had one.
Bro, they're fire. Yeah. So you got like I got like probably like 6 of them the other day. I got one left. It's been like 4 days maybe.
Come on.
Just been crushing them. They're so good.
Bro, I'm either like I've been on like the energy drink kick lately, just because like I don't.
Oh, dangerous!
I don't want to leave to go to a coffee shop because I live in a high-rise apartment, and my garage is like 2 blocks away, and I'm like, that's way too much to get to.
Too much.
The vending machine, the bottom floor, like I'll just take a white Monster, sugar-free, like.
Yep. Do you ever just like pop out like a Chemex and do your own little pour overs and stuff?
Dude, one of my best friends is like a scientist when it comes to pour overs.
Yeah, dude, they're like, if you're serious, you like weigh it, Yeah, you like pray over it. You know,
like come on, like. So I have turned into such a snob that if I cannot perfection, like make it perfect, I won't do it.
I'm gonna send you a link to this cold brew maker that I've been using for like probably a month. It's insane. It's like a automatic kind of like a drip cold brew maker, and the way that it filters, when you like press a button, it filters down. It's like a canister that you can close and put into your fridge. I'm gonna send it to you because it's life changing. If you're a cold brew guy, and it's simple, it's good. If you get a good bean too, it's not like a big deal. It's not like super scientific.
Right.
And it's cold brew. You might need that.
That's the move. I'm gonna have to need that right now.
Heck yeah.
2 questions.
Yeah.
The second to last one. So let's just say someone's watching this, one of my viewers, isn't all in with this whole Christian thing. They like maybe have been hurt by the church, maybe a specific pastor, or maybe they've never been to church. What is something that you would say to them watching?
Man, I think it's a hard generic question. I think if we're talking like been hurt by the church, I've been there. I get you. I understand the pain. I understand how much that hurts when you put trust in people and then you do get hurt. I would say to them though, on the lines of that, if we put our trust and we put our faith in people and we determine how our relationship with Jesus goes by how our relationship with other people goes, then we're always going to be let down. Because God is the standard, Jesus is the standard of perfection, and humans are humans. We mess up, we hurt people on accident, we say things we shouldn't, we do things we shouldn't. That's just the nature of humanity. But the beauty is that when we put our faith in Jesus and we say like, okay, this is where my faith is rooted. It's not rooted in any pastor. It's not rooted in any leader. It's not rooted in any of my friends. It's rooted in Jesus. Yeah. And it's set in him and it's set on what he says I am. Then when you're hurt by other people, you know that you're not being hurt by Christianity. You're just being hurt by humanity. Mm-hmm. And so we can just say, all right, let's focus on Jesus. Let's keep our eyes on him. And he didn't hurt you. Right. He never would hurt you. He has so much for your life. He has so much more than pain. And he even has purpose that will come out of this pain. Mm-hmm. But what you have to do is be able to separate what happened inside the church and what happens with your relationship with Jesus. I think that's what I would say. And if you're not all bought in to this whole thing, I would definitely say this, to just very simple. I think there's a point where I was not bought in, mm-hmm. and I was driven by self-performance. I was selfish. I was all about myself. I was addicted to pornography. I was a mess. And all I ever did was just bring myself down, and things around me were just crumbling continuously. And I finally said, all right, you know what? Maybe this Jesus thing is legitimate. Maybe I can stand on a firm foundation, and just committing to that has forever changed my life. Wow. And so if you just don't know, you think maybe I'm just not sure, I think there's a couple of things. You can call me. You can get in the Word. Mm-hmm. You can read Matthew, Mark, Luke, and you can just find answers. You can dive in. You can discover who Jesus is, who his character is. And you can start to decide, okay, is this somebody that I want to follow? And I just guarantee you that if you get in God's living Word, your life will change. He'll speak to you. He'll speak to your situation. He'll heal your brokenness. Mm-hmm. And stuff's just going to get better. And it's not like magic, but it's just the way it goes.
Yeah, that's so good. Yeah, I think the whole church hurt thing, it's interesting just because like it's funny how the people like will take it from like I got hurt and then it's like, well, why?
Yeah.
Because like
yeah.
I love the whole like I'm praying to God for God to use me, and then it's like, oh, I just feel used. It's like in the church hurt thing, like people are like just as imperfect as we are.
Yeah.
Just because they may have a title of pastor does not mean they're perfect.
Yeah, man.
Like they have struggles just as much as we do.
Yeah.
100%.
I think when you like also are able to look at people and just kind of be like, you know, God, give me a perspective on how you see people and how you see them. And then you just know that like they're doing their best. Like people are doing their best. Like I have stories up and down, left and right from when I was a kid. I grew up in the church. Mm-hmm. I grew up in a Christian household. My parents were very involved in our local church, and my mom ran ministries and stuff there. And I was there like 5 times a week. You know, my mom might as well have been a pastor. Like I was there. And out of that, I was hurt, man. Stuff happened. Things went down, things were said that probably should have never been said, like stuff happens. But I think I got lucky by understanding through a lot of like work and sitting with God, just knowing that like people are people and you have to have grace for people and understand they're doing the best they can. Nobody's perfect. But everybody's in the church, their goal is just to try and get people to Jesus. So like, we got to have some grace like Jesus would.
Right. Yeah. And that's like, even that last statement is so important to know that like, they're trying to get people to Jesus. So a lot of times people can almost feel like my pastor is like not talking to me. He's like not spending time with me, and like, especially in like a bigger church.
Yeah.
You have already experienced what they're trying to get other people to experience.
And
it's like, it's great. And I always think that like people always think they have to have the pastor to mentor them. And it's like, just find somebody who's one step ahead of you.
Yeah.
Like day farther into the journey than you are. Like that's all you need. You don't need the pastor.
Everybody wants the pastor. Everybody wants to get to the pastor. Right. Their prayers are a little better. Right. They've got the platform already. Like
yeah, they got the microphone. You might as well
have it. Yeah, I mean, because the microphone really is. If you don't have the microphone, you're not anointed for God. Right. So that's basically the way it goes, and people know it.
Leviticus 21:10.
Yes. Microphones. Platform. Yeah. No, totally. Yeah.
Dude, I got you. That's the Passion Translation.
Yeah. In Numbers, it also the Passion. in the message translation, it says that in Numbers that the greatest leaders have 3 to 4 microphones.
Yes.
They count them up. So.
Or
you have to have the K. You have to have the K.
You don't have the K, you don't have the anointing.
That's right.
That'll be the title of this video.
It's just the way it is. I think you should clickbait this thing.
Yep.
If you don't have the K on Insta, don't even watch this video. This isn't for you.
How to get the official anointing, the verified anointing.
Get that check. Come on, somebody.
Final question.
Yeah.
It's an important one.
Okay.
LA Lakers, next season, can I get some sort of like what's going to happen?
Some prediction? You want some prediction going on?
Record? I don't
Prophecy? Know. You want me to prophesy over this mug right now, bro? Shoot. Give me a sec. Let me just. Bro, listen. I think a couple things have to happen for the Lakers. I think this year we had so much momentum, and I know that there's still talk about maybe like taking the teams where they're at right now and just putting them into the playoffs and seeing what happens. And then, I think if that happens, maybe the Lakers will take it all. But I think we need Anthony Davis to stay. We need LeBron to stay healthy. I think we need like maybe one other superstar or a guy that can hold it down on the floor. We got like Danny Green who's just freaking wet from threes all day. But I think maybe we need like one other guy that can really hold it down for us. Kyle Kuzma, I think, is supposed to be that guy. But I think towards the last couple of games of the season he was, but the beginning of the season he was not. And so I think we need a guy that kind of is able to go in there and be like, all right, I'm not going to be LeBron. I'm not going to be Anthony Davis. This isn't my show, but I'm like, like a supportive role guy. We kind of need that. But I think next year we'll take it too. I'm really optimistic, good. We talk about good stuff only. And I think that the Lakers are going to go undefeated. We're going to pull a Warriors. What was that? 2014, 2015 Warriors, basically undefeated. And we're just going to send her all the way.
Right. But did they win that finals though?
I don't think so. I think LeBron came and swept them up a little bit.
Well, it's perfect then. You're going to go undefeated and have LeBron. Perfect.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Come on.
It's not fair. But, dude, thank you so much for being on. It's been so encouraging and so life-giving. I'm excited to just connect with you more and
dude,
and talk more and to make bomb cold brew.
Let's go. I'm sending you that link, dude. I'm about to change your life. Let me tell you something. That might be the most valuable thing from this video. I'm going to put it on my story when this gets posted and say, you know what? Don't even watch the video. Just get the cold brew maker.
Just swipe up, get the cold brew maker.
I'm telling you, bro, the Holy Spirit's in that cold brew maker. It'll change your life in there. That's what I'm saying.
Dude, thank you so much for being on. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.